Joe was right. Oh, yeah. Oh, amazing. Each flavor was totally unique. But combine one flavor with another, and something new was created.
Happy July 1st. I'm so glad to be back with you. The foundation of our online learning for July will be the book K-12 Blended Teaching, a Guide to Personalization and Online Integration. You just watched a scene from the movie Ratatouille, which is, probably about 10 years old or so now. I'm so glad the authors decided to include that clip because it is really so true in terms of taking the best of both worlds and combining them into something new. In our case, we're taking the best of the traditional classroom and online learning and combining them into something new. And that's really what this first chapter is about. Two things about this title that I really like in terms of blended learning and teaching foundations, or blended teaching foundations, are the personalized learning and the online integration parts. These two elements are really the crux of blended teaching and learning. If you can foster these two elements into your learning environment, then you have moved well beyond technology integration. So, to start this journey, we'll begin by reading the preface and Chapter 1. There will be 3 parts to our July session. This will be Part 1, which again I said would be the Chapter 1 in the preface, Blended Teaching Foundations. Just a quick reminder of our vision and mission. And then what I'd like to do is just talk to you a little bit about personalized learning and online integration. Where does this all come from? It really comes from a lot of different areas, but I like how Daniel Pink really brought this to light in his book, A Whole New Mind, which is also about 10 years old. In this chapter, in Blended Teaching, the authors talk about the 4 C's. Well, in Fairfax County, our 4 C's are essentially the portrait of a graduate attributes: communicator, collaborator, creative and critical thinker, ethical and global citizen, and goal-directed and resilient individual. We achieve these, or we help students achieve these attributes by approaching our pedagogy through the learning model, which has 4 domains: learner-centered environment, concept-based curriculum, meaningful learning experiences, and purposeful assessment. We've already worked within these 2 domains quite a bit, and we will be moving towards these other 2 when we meet again at the end of July and August. One thing that I'm always reminded of, and I really like what Dr. Jared has done with this book, Dr. Jared Borup has done with this book, particularly around the difference between integration and truly blending. And basically I like this quote because he says, if you're just going to take your old activities and put them online, essentially you're just going to get the same results, only faster. In other words, we're really not going to foster that many of the portrait of a graduate attributes as we would like. Nice. So here's kind of the crux of our 2019 Session 1 component for July. First thing is to watch this brief video. Hopefully you're not too bored. Second, you're going to read the preface in the chapter. There will be 2 Google Classroom discussion posts. With those discussion posts, I'd really like you to first answer the question, but then also go ahead and respond to at least 2 people from the class. I will be posting as well, but I'm going to save my post for a couple of days so that I don't influence people one way or the other. I'd like you to complete the blended learning roadmap, which will be distributed through Google Classroom. It's also at the end of the book as well. And then take the Check for Understanding quiz at the end of Chapter 1. This must be done through the online version of the book. I won't see the results for that, but do it for your own well-being. And then I hope to have this, or I would like you to have this complete by July 12th. The next reading opportunity will be posted July 5th and then July 12th as well. So you'll have plenty of opportunity. There'll be some overlap here, but I want to get you going with the first chapter. Don't forget to record your hours and submit my time. When I say 10 hours total for July, that is actually just for the virtual part. Don't forget that if you're attending July 29th or July 30th, you'll have an additional 5 hours to add on to your my time. So that would be a total of 15 hours, 15 hours for the month of July. Other than that, that's all I have. I will be posting these questions in Classroom, like I said. If there's any questions, please let me know. Other than that, wishing everybody a happy and safe 4th of July.